Hi, I'm quickly going to show you how to launch a crush mode session and show you what the buttons do. So here we go, we're on the home page here and I'm going to click Quick Way from the quick actions on the home page. And here we are, we're launched into a crush mode session already. Now, if you've connected your stick reader and your wayhead, you're good to go. You can just use your stick reader to scan in your first animal, and then the wayhead will populate automatically once that animal has come to a standstill and the weight comes through. Because we're not connected to the wayhead or a stick reader here, we're going to do this manually. So what you can do is use the looking glass for search for your animals, like this. So you can pop in the last 4 digits of the passport number, so 7815 for instance, and it will bring up that animal. Or we can just clear that, reset record, and we can just look for another animal by scrolling down our list here and choosing the one that we want. So in this instance, I'm going to go for this guy here. Now the information that comes up on the screen, it shows us in the top here that we're about to weigh animal 1 of 1. We've got the VID, again 1761, the last 4 digits of the passport number. Then we've got the passport number and the mid-heifers. So this means that this animal is in a group called mid-heifers. We can see we've got the breed of the animal. We then have the sex of the animal. And then if this syringe here was red, we'd know that the animal was in withdrawal. And this eye here, if we just tap, that will bring up some more details about the animal, including the dam and the sire information. So next we can see slightly lower down, we can see the last weight was 520 kilograms, and in brackets we can see it was 118 days ago that this weight was given for this animal. And we can also see the age of this animal, which is 15.2 months. So the next thing we want to do now is just go ahead and add in a weight for this animal. So let's put in 600. So obviously this is a fictitious animal and we're just adding in any weights here. And so you can see we've added in 600 kilograms. So we can see immediately that's given us a daily live weight gain of 0.68. We've got a minus 0.87 average daily live weight gain here. And again, we've got 109 days on farm. So here as well, we can add a crush tag to this animal. So we might decide that we want to sell this animal. We might want to say that we've dosed some medicine. We might want to say it's got an injury. I'm going to say that we're going to sell this animal. And I'm going to apply. So after that, if we scroll down further on the page, we can see that we have this curly button here, this curly arrow, that allows us to reset this whole session. So again, if we didn't want to keep that information for the animal here, we could just reset current record, yes, and that again will allow us to search for the animal again, pop in another animal, pop in a weight. 600. Okay, add a crush tag to sell him. And then if we wanted to add another activity, so maybe we wanted to update the VID or the EID here on this animal. We want to create an alert for this animal. We wanted to log an activity. So let's just say that we've given him a treatment and we've given him a hoof trim. So we could put a note in here, or we can just save and continue, and that will save on the animal's timeline as well. So next we're going to move on to the next animal by pressing the forward button, this button here. And the other thing that we're going to do is now search for another animal. So again, we're going to choose this 67815 animal here, 500 kilograms. We're going to put in that he's now 650. And we're going to add another crush tag for him to say that we're going to sell him. And we're going to move forward. Oh, but that's the phone ringing, or I need to stop. I've got something else to do. So I'm going to tap this pause button here. And this gives me 3 options. I can save and finish this session, which I don't want to do because I know that I want to come back. I've got some more animals to weigh. I can return to the session later, or I can just continue. I've changed my mind and I can just continue. I'm going to hit return to session later. Now, once you do that, what you can do is then come back to your main homepage. When you finish doing what you needed to do urgently, you can come back to manage crush sessions. And you will see that in your active session history under the active button, you'll see that that session that I just started is sitting here. You'll see there's some other sessions here that ran on the 17th as well, which I can also go back and restart, but I'm going to go back and start my one that I started just now. So, and I want to press continue to carry on. And now I'm back to the third animal, exactly where I left off. And again, I can hit the looking glass to find my next animal. So I'm going to scroll down and grab this one. And he hasn't got a last weight. This animal at 19 months of age hasn't been weighed. So I'm going to pop in that he's 550. And you'll see here now I don't have a daily live weight gain or an average daily live weight gain. I need 2 weights for that. So hopefully that information will come the next time I weigh this animal. And I'm going to say that this animal is in the wrong location. Okay. So now we can see that's exactly how you use the crush session. We can see exactly what the buttons do. One thing that we haven't talked about is this alert button here. So we can set an alert for our animals while in crush mode as well. So the alert list is here. Again, quite similar to maybe some of the tags that you might put on. So we could say lost tag actually, and that we want to put a date where we've got to go and add that tag in. So here, I'll say on the 19th of November, I need to make sure that I've done that. And I can set the priority so it can be a high, a medium, or a low alert. I'm going to say this is pretty high because I need to get his tag back. And then I'm going to create the alert, and that will sit against this animal. Alert created successfully, and you'll see this little red flag up here indicates there's an alert on the animal. We can tap that, and this is the alert. At any point, we can say that that's marked as done, or we can snooze that alert. And that is a quick guide to the crush mode buttons.